Hey, it's Angelo Caruso. I've just checked into my suite here at the Marriott, and I get so many questions about travel tips and travel hacks that you can use. I thought I would create a quick video of what I do when I get into the hotel room on a speaking trip and unpack and set myself up for success. Hopefully these tips will save you some time and stress when you're out traveling. If you like these kinds of videos, be sure to subscribe to this channel and of course like this video in particular and comment on it. It really does help the channel. Thank you so much. So many of you know I'm a professional speaker. I'm on the circuit a lot. I just got my million-mile status on Delta Airlines. And when I arrive in the room, there's a sequence of things that I do to make myself comfortable and stage success. I want to run a few of those things down with you. In my reservation profile with Marriott and in all of my requests, if someone's booking me in another hotel, I ask for an upper floor away from the elevator. We used to say quiet, but nobody knew what quiet meant. And it turns out if you're furthest from the elevator, it's quieter than if you're right on top of the elevator. People coming in late at night, cackling from partying and that sort of thing. I'm here to work most of the time. I need to get a good night's sleep so I can be sharp in the morning for my keynote or for my breakout sessions, whatever I'm doing. And so upper floor, quiet room away from the elevator. That's the language that we use. Now they happen to give me a suite this time, which I'm very grateful for. So we've got a bed in this room and a desk, and in the other room is a sitting room, a TV in there for watching the tube and that sort of thing. I travel with a standard roller bag, everybody, nothing fancy. If I'm traveling by myself, I do not check luggage. It's a good way to save time and stress. If they lose your luggage, you've got, as a working professional, you've got real issues the next morning. Well, you can get toothpaste and you can get a throwaway toothbrush, but you cannot get another set of clothes and you cannot get, the things that make you look good and feel good on stage. So I travel with everything I need in this bag. It's very carefully packed. I mean, this bag is like 6 Sigma. The very first thing on top will be my travel bag, which is a simple wardrobe bag. Now, some of these new luggage pieces don't have this container, and some people make a case that this actually takes up a lot of space, which it does. I like it because it's self-contained and I can just pop it into the closet. But often I will not use the travel bag. And the reason I can get away with that is because I was turned on to a technique a long time ago where if you put a piece of visqueen, this is just that dry cleaning bag, in between each layer of clothing, you can keep the clothes from wrinkling. And the reason that's true is that only 2 things cause your clothes to wrinkle: heat and pressure. And that visqueen does the job. So you'll see the visqueen is underneath each layer of clothes, right? Not if I have 2 shirts with me, the 2 shirts are together, but I'm probably going to press those on the ironing board anyway. But that's the story. And then the coat comes off the hanger right away and goes on a hanger from the closet and goes into the shower. The shower's been running on hot water all this time, and it's steaming up in there. And so when I pop this on a hanger and drop it in the bathroom, it'll steam all of the wrinkles out of it, if there were any. The visqueen, as I said, takes care of most of them. So clothes into the closet. Another thing that I travel with all the time is shoe bags. And the reason I have shoe bags is to protect my shoes. Little things can happen during the bump and grind of the travel day that would scuff the shoes. I also am a very frequent patron of the shoe shine guy at the airport, not just my home airport, but any airport I'm traveling in. I like my shoes to look good, and so I get the shine on the way out of town, right? And always shoe trees in the shoes because it helps them retain their shape. It wicks out the moisture. Just keeps the shoes looking really good. I invest a lot of money in shoes and I want to make sure that they look good on me. These are my tricks: shoe bags, shoe trees. If I'm going on a long trip, I have 2 pair of shoes because you've got to leave 24-hour period for the moisture to actually leave the leather, which keeps out odor and it keeps the shoes nice and dry. And a lot of people, I think they wear the same shoes every single day and it causes problems in all kinds of ways. So shoe bags and shoe trees is my next tip. When traveling, I bring some comforts from home. Most hotel rooms now have what they call blackout shades or blackout curtains. They're a misnomer in most cases. Light's coming in pretty good from those blackout curtains. So I bring with me a sleep mask from home. Now we had to go through quite a few different models of sleep masks in order to get the one that did the right job. You want one that cups a little bit over the eyes so that your eyelashes aren't being triggered by this thing all night long. The Velcro is nice because it does a nice seal. It takes a little bit of getting used to if you've never used one before, but I highly recommend a sleep mask for sleep and other things. Also, you can use this blue light blocker when you're watching the TV at night. I don't watch a lot of TV, but sometimes I have to do some computer work when I come home. These blue light blockers keep the pineal gland from getting stimulated right before bed. And so, and things look a little weird right now. It looks like, everything gets a brighter tone, oddly, but the blue light gets blocked. And that's what I'm trying to do when I wear these at night, right before bed. I'm able to go to sleep, again, and good night's sleep. I also, at night, often use white noise. When I'm traveling light, I can just do it with my iPhone. If I'm gone for a few days, I just got back from Phoenix, 5 days in Phoenix. We had a little mini Bose unit, and so the quality and the fidelity of the white noise, if that's important to you, was a little bit more pleasant. It wasn't quite like, getting blasted like by an AM radio for 8 hours when you were in bed. So these are little sleep tricks that I use to get the job done at night. 2 small bags go into the bathroom. This is the standard airline requirement here. I'm skinny down on almost everything. It's hard to find small cologne containers, so I'm often using samples that I procure from the store. I always get a lot of samples when I go in for a cologne buy. Everything else is a miniature size, and you just try to be reasonable. And I've got everything in here. I've got some hair product, I've got some skincare that I use, all sample sizes, and it works out pretty good. The liquids that I don't need, things like tweezers, maybe a cuticle scissors, or Q-tips. I have floss in here, my razors in here. So this little kit is very nice, and they both go into the bathroom, very compact, nice, easy peasy. Somebody told me a long time ago that you should roll your clothes, which I do, and it saves a lot of time. It also keeps the t-shirts from wrinkling. Another tip that I do is I'm stuffing my shoes with articles. There's no brain surgery going on here, but workout clothes and that sort of thing going into the shoes. So I have a pair of sneakers, always a workout outfit with me. Shorts in the summertime, something nice and thin and easily packed for the wintertime, and I can make sure I can stay fit on the road, which is super important. So I'll either take a bottle of water into the airport with me to get through security. Now it's an empty bottle, or I'll buy a fresh bottle in the airport, and then I keep this with me on the whole trip. One secret that Renee and I like to use is we'll fill the bottle in the gym, because all gyms have a water cooler, and it's cold water, and it's often filtered water. And so before I leave for the airport to get to the next location, sometimes several times during my stay in the hotel, I'll take my empty water bottle down to the gym, get it filled up, and that way I don't have to keep buying bottles of water, and I'm not killing the plastic quota for bottles either. It just works out good. And you may do this already, but I found that many people are not taking advantage of that water cooler in the gym. So I hope this little routine has been useful to you in some way, even if you just got one little idea from it for your travels. This is Angelo Caruso signing off from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm going to be doing some leadership training here tomorrow, and we're expecting 100 people at this public program. It's a pleasure to be back on the road again and back in one of my favorite states, one of my favorite cities, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Thanks for subscribing to this channel. Please like and comment at your will, and I'll see you next time.